Excuse me.
Oh, wait. Hey, do you need a hand with that?
No, I got it. I'm all
no,
good.
are you sure?
No,
It's
no,
gonna fall.
I got
You dumb bitch. Hello. It's me, the chicken that crossed the road, Lucy-Furr. And with me is the chicken who didn't quite make it, Nery.
Hello.
Hi.
I do feel quite pancaked. Maybe that's what it was.
Quite pancaked. Isn't it wild? So why did the chicken cross the road? And what does that even mean?
I was going to ask you since you're the chicken.
Well, chicken crossed the road to die.
Oh.
Because chickens don't make it. But like, why did the sock cross the road? No. Why did the cum cross the road? Because I put on the wrong socks. Is that a thing? I don't understand men.
That was good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Slick as fuck a boy. You laugh because you relate. You're a gross boy.
Yeah, well, I was a teenager once. A long time
I
ago.
was a teenager once. So have you been?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
good. How about yourself?
Alive.
Yeah,
Alive.
that's how it feels.
Keep on keeping on. It's like almost the end of 2024.
We were just talking about that on the way
That's
here.
so fucked up.
Like, I can't believe it's already August. That's so stupid. And the
end
what
of
are we? The end of August? Yeah, it's the 20th.
I'm like, okay, so when does January 2018 start?
Right.
What?
Before we started recording, we went out to a shop because they already have Halloween stuff going.
What?
Like, I was like, how? We're like still in
Hey,
early...
no. If we get Christmas stuff in February, we can get Halloween stuff in August.
That's true. But I was like, it's still so early in the year. And then I'm like,
that
no,
means
it's
I
not.
need to go to the shops. I want Halloween stuff so bad.
They got good stuff. I think like every year we get more and more things. Because, I don't know, they're trying to commercialize it more.
Yeah, and they get like cooler stuff and cooler ideas and more resources to make fun things.
It must be easier to import things from America too.
That as well. Science and capitalism and such.
Yeah. All of the above.
So anything exciting on you to report?
Not really.
No.
Boring life. I don't do anything fun.
Well, people come to us for excitement. So
Do
like,
they? Oh, Jesus.
bring more. Bring more than
I would
that.
try. How about you? Anything interesting going on?
No, actually. So I've got nothing either to contribute.
Well, you got Genesis this week.
I do have Genesis this week. Super
forward to it.
excited. I have a few peeps coming along. We had our first Wollongong Genesis last week.
How did
and
that go?
Apparently that went really good.
I
Sadly,
saw
I couldn't attend. But
I saw the ad for it, and I wanted to go because it's Magnus. Thank you. I was going to say
Yeah.
Maxis. And I'm like, I know Maxis isn't right. My brain kept saying nope.
Maximus Brutus Opium.
Yeah, so it's Magnus.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was it? Again?
Magnus.
Magnus, thank you. So yeah,
Yeah, Magnus Opium's
They're-
hosting that. That's the
they're
first
your first winner.
Yeah, and then so they have Sin Vicious assisting as well.
Oh, good.
So like double my king winners.
That's awesome.
Winning kings, yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, no, apparently it went all good. We had musicians, we had singers, we had a pole dancer.
Damn.
Oh my god, add them to the army of the Genesis.
Yeah, I mean it is
Wow.
open for
Everything.
anyone and
Yeah.
everything.
Exciting things we
Yeah.
haven't seen before.
That's good.
So apparently Wollongong brought it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, by just the sheer number of population,
yeah.
they would have more of a kind of a variety. Yeah, but I mean, we get amazing people here.
Yeah.
So-
A very broad stretch of different kinds of people.
Mm.
Super cool. But yeah,
So you weren't able to attend that one?
I wasn't able to attend that one, sadly. But I'll be at the next one.
Yeah.
And yeah.
How crazy would it be if you perform in their Genesis and you win?
Oh my god. I would get to be a competitor.
It's like when you play D&D and the
No.
DM finally gets to be a player.
That's true, but like also I'm not going to compete. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I get ranked and judged. I haven't built up my whole
Yeah, your
Genesis
whole thing.
empire down here to just go and get judged by people.
By somebody else beneath you.
That's beneath me.
No, that's cool though. And I'm glad it's going well for them.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like from what I've heard, it's
Super exciting.
going well.
I'm super happy to be able to pass the torch to Magnus and Sin. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what comes of that.
That's awesome. It's good that they're working together.
Yeah.
I feel like it's. I mean, I've never hosted it, obviously, but I feel like it'd be easier with 2 people. So
yeah.
there's a lot of.
There's
admin.
a lot of admin. And while drag is catty, as I've said in previous episodes, and like there's no sisterhood in it, I'll tell you what there is. There's brotherhood.
Okay.
Every king I know is like
Tight.
with all the other kings because they're the downtrodden,
Fair.
the underdogs.
Yeah. Fair,
The
that
day
makes
of the
sense.
queen is over. The day of the king is here. Spoiler
I need a
alert.
shirt for that.
The queen's dead. She died like this year.
She died in last season of RuPaul's Drag Race. I saw it. It was fucking a massacre.
Oh my god, her and her corgis.
And so, when does because your season this season's gone a while? Well, yeah, it's gone a little bit.
Huh?
Does it usually go full
The whole
full
year. Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah. So usually it's broken up into like I do rounds and then I do
Yeah.
semi-final rounds.
I think that's why
and
it
then-
feels like
yeah.
it's
But
gone.
because this is just to let people taste, so then I can recruit people for the comp next year,
yeah,
and then we move forward with the competition setting.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you found people that you're like, I'm going to bring you on.
I have
Any spoilers or
no spoilers.
fair enough. So the next season will start next year.
Yeah.
Okay. And you got it all ready to go. Nice.
I'm pretty much set for the first 6 months of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing good.
That's good.
Yeah. Future admin. I can barely live in the now. I'm so far forward. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That would drive me nuts. Yeah, to have to plan that far ahead.
I have such time blindness as well. So it's just like I look at my calendar, I'm like, next week is crazy. And then there's this whole big ambiguousness to what follows the next week.
Yeah.
If it's not on my calendar, it doesn't exist to me.
Yeah.
I have a wedding in a month and a half. It's not on my radar.
Okay.
But as soon as I do the calendar for that month and flip the page, I'm gonna be like, fuck, the wedding is this month.
Yeah, I'm a lot like that too. If I don't see it, the amount of times I've double booked myself because I either haven't put it on the calendar or I'll do it later.
Yeah.
And then like, or sometimes you get in the same day. Hey, on Friday we have a thing. Do you want to come? Like, yeah. Oh, on Friday we have this other thing. Someone else will say, yeah, I'll join, and then I put them both, and I'm like,
Double book.
Fuck.
You're like, fuck, yeah.
so I
It
tell them
doesn't
both
help.
I can't do it, so I don't go anywhere.
It doesn't help that it's my own wedding. So like that's
Oh,
it's not.
Jesus.
Could you imagine? I'm like, yeah, I have a wedding in 2 months.
When I was
Forget about it.
I would be devastated if I was just finding out you were getting married.
Yeah.
I would probably fucking set you on fire.
Oh,
Jesus,
fierce.
Where's my invite? I'm your daughter. Mother.
it's only friends. It's only a friend's wedding. No family allowed.
You heard me before. Everything is beneath me. If I have a wedding, it's gonna be red. It's gonna be a red wedding.
You should play the rent.
Yeah, because I'll stab you because you didn't fucking invite me.
Absolutely. That's how it happens. That's my wedding narrative.
Plot twist. I also stab you in the stomach, cut you open, and oh my God, there's another drag baby.
Oh, another.
Dun,
a
dun,
whole
dun.
litter. Do-do-do-do-do.
Why is it Jurassic Park?
I don't know.
Who the fuck knows
I don't
anymore?
know.
Because we are creatures.
Creatures.
We're fucking lizards.
Jesus Christ. The fact that Jurassic Park has popped up, I think that's a sign. I believe this week you're telling us the story.
I am telling a story. And I was going to say something else before that. No, I don't remember what it was.
Red wedding, weddings.
Yes, weddings.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
weddings.
I was
Woo.
going to say, when I was getting the suit for my wedding, the person that I was at Connor's because why not? And the person that was there helping out said a guy had come probably like a month or two before that, the day of his wedding, to pick his suit.
Well, Jesus
Like,
Christ.
just because we're talking about calendars and stuff.
That's fucked
That's
up.
I couldn't imagine.
Man. But also, okay, before we do get to your story, there is nothing quite as humbling than going to a suit shop, going into a room where there's mirrors on every wall around you,
Oh my God.
trying on a suit and being like, next size up, please. Next size up, please. Can I get a larger one next size up, please?
Yeah.
Nothing quite humbling. Literally me a week and a half ago getting fitted for this fucking wedding.
Oh. Are you part of the
Yeah,
the
I'm part of the bridal party.
bridal party?
I'm super excited for it. But also the first outfit I tried on, I look like a priest. And then the next outfit I tried on with the tie, I look like a fat math teacher. And I'm like, I can't do math. I'm lying. I'm cosplaying as a fat math teacher.
I can't do just normal tuxedo look like your black and whites. It's just I'm like, this was gross. I like suits, like I don't mind them.
And like if I had to do an office job where I had to wear a button up, I had to wake up at 6:30 to get dressed by 7, put on button up, tie, those fucking suit pants, those slippy shoes. I would be fucking fuming before it was even 8 a.m.
I had a job like that in Melbourne. I remember one day, and it was the day I thought to myself, nah, fuck this job. I woke up at 6 and did all that, put the suit on. It had gone from -5 in the morning to -2. By the time I left, I was like, nah.
That's so fucked up.
I think that was the time I decided to leave Melbourne as well.
Fair. Understandably so. Melbourne, pull it together.
It's just cold. It's a lovely city, but it's just cold. I'd rather live there than
I
in
do
Sydney,
like
though.
the cold though.
It's
Winter has come for Melbourne.
I moved here. I came back here to visit because my mum was here, and I would be wearing shorts and a t-shirt in the middle of winter, and she'd be freaking out. I'm like, it's so warm. Like,
It's so warm.
It's so
nice.
nice.
Fine. Gee whiz.
Anyway,
Yes.
So
you have a story for us.
I do have a story.
That's exciting.
So we teased it last time. I was telling about my friend who peed in the corner of his bedroom.
Yep.
So it's the same friend, and he gave me permission to say this. So we're on a cruise ship with a few friends. There was a good size of us, like 10 of us or something.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend likes to have a beer every now and then, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a few this day. I remember he fell on a table, like during karaoke or trivia or something. He just walked and fell onto a table.
Oh, as you do. At least he didn't break dance and kick a table and then blame it on someone else.
And was completely sober at the time. But anyway, so later that night, we all get a call in our rooms asking if we know this person. Like, yeah. Okay. I don't really remember.
He's been
off the top of my head.
arrested.
But he was like, something happened overnight. We just need you to keep an eye on him.
Is he dead?
And we're like, okay. Anyway, so the day goes on and we're all kind of talking to each other, like, what the fuck happened, blah, blah. And his wife comes out and she's like, this guy. And we're
no.
what happened? So what happened was he had walked out. He was looking for the bathroom again. And he walked out butt-ass naked into the hallway of the cruise ship and forgot his key. So the door closes on him.
Oh, no.
And he can't get in.
Gee whiz.
And he's like knocking and knocking. His wife's asleep. And she sleeps through anything from my understanding.
Yep.
And he's knocking and he's like, well, I've got to go find somebody to help me. So he starts walking around the ship butt naked until I think like a security guard or a crew member finds him. And the crew member's like, what the fuck is going on?
But what do you do?
So the crew member went into one of the stowaway place, like one of the linen, not stowaway places, like one of the laundries, and just grabs a towel and wraps it around him.
Yeah.
And he's like, come on, where's your thing? And apparently at some point in the night he had cut his hand so there was blood. And,
oh my God.
And he was naked and there was blood dripping from his hand and stuff. So the crew member had to clean that and then go back to his room. And from my understanding, I could be wrong, but I think they didn't find his room straight away because he was kind of turned around. And then they finally found it and they beeped him in. And apparently I think they put a ban on him drinking that day until like nighttime. Like he can't have a drink and stuff. And yeah, it was crazy. Like we all got a call. We're like, what's going on? Is he okay? Like, because we were told there was blood and blah, blah. And we're like, is he all right? Like, what's going on?
I would like to amend a couple of those details.
Yeah.
Mainly because it wasn't beers. It's very important that we know it wasn't beers.
Long Island iced teas.
Long Island iced teas.
Oh, ruined.
And he had,
makes it so much more different.
Yeah,
a Long Island iced tea fiend. And
who isn't?
The reason that note is important, apart from the fact that they are fucking potent, is that he, from that day on, he had a limit as to how many Long Island iced teas he was allowed to have a year.
A year?
A year. Put on by his wife, obviously, because it was dangerous. Yeah. He would every now and then he'd just be like, oh, I'll have a Long Island iced tea. But it was like one. Like you cannot have more than a Long Island iced tea.
Just a Long Island iced tea.
Yeah, so that is a very important fact.
That changes everything.
It changes everything.
Damn, this little lightweight little pussy drinking beer and getting fucked up on a cruise boat. No.
Lots of Long Island iced tea. He got very, very tipsy, very drunk.
Oh, yeah.
That sounded like
we had a lot of fun.
Tipsy.
We did have a lot of fun. I could tell you that. And I also, this was at a time where we were newly together. And
I feel left out.
I signed up for the cruise post breakup, pre us together. Like I was planning on phasing it.
So y'all were too busy rooting like rats.
No, we weren't in the same room. We weren't in the same room. Because I signed up beforehand.
That wouldn't stop me.
So I was in a room with another girl. He was in a room with another guy. I sleep like the dead when I finally get to sleep. And I was not having trouble getting to sleep on that fucking cruise.
Just rock like a baby.
Yeah. I didn't get the phone call. I did not know. I knew fucking nothing until the next day. And I was just like, what the fuck?
I love that. But okay. Before you turn your mic off, why the three of us are here? What do? You get locked out. You're naked. My first instinct would be find a towel on the deck or something to wrap around myself so I can be.
Well, yeah. I actually thought that he'd found the towel wandering. I think that detail is cloudy, hazy, because at the end of the day, he sleeps naked. That's why he was naked. He was too drunk. It was very dark. I think they were in an internal room just like we were.
Yeah, we all had internal rooms.
So super dark.
The group with the baby.
Super tired. He was super drunk. He was half asleep.
Fair.
So that's why he mistook the door for the bathroom to the door for the hallway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So when you're half asleep, half fully cut, beyond fully cut, and cold and naked and scared and alone on a cruise ship, obviously he's naked. He doesn't have his key card.
Unless he stores it up his crack.
You don't sleep in that shit.
God. See, look.
Of course you're going to panic and
naked sleeping. Look. Do whatever feels good. I've always felt a bit funny about sleeping naked personally because what if the house catches on fire and you need to run?
Look, I felt the same. I don't now. I used to. Pre-dogs. Pre-dogs, I slept naked.
Fair, okay, that's
Can't sleep naked anymore. We got dogs in the bed.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. I don't want to wake up to them accidentally licking something they shouldn't be licking, like my boob.
I've never had
mother, feed me.
Searching for some milk. I don't have milk. Kids, stay away.
I've never had the I guess not courage, but fortitude to sleep naked.
It's so comfortable. I miss it.
You've talked about that previously. Look, Nery, I wouldn't even be surprised if you shower in board shorts. I mean that with love, but it
is so freeing. This is a tangent and a half, but it is so nice. I miss it so much. I used to make fun of my mum because she used to sleep naked, and I was like, "Ew, mum, gross." Ew. But then I did it, and there is nothing especially when it's hot or whatever, having a shower, getting fully clean, slipping into clean sheets, fully naked, just
I guess.
It's so nice.
No.
It is the nicest feeling, especially if you've got good sheets.
Sometimes, I guess it depends on the company. But sometimes, but not all the time.
No.
I like my jammies too much.
Yeah.
I own more jammies than I own normal clothes, which says a lot about me as a person.
I think I own more pajama pants than I own, because I can sleep in any shirt. If it doesn't matter if I'm wearing it for most of the day, I'll probably lay in it.
You're such a boy.
But but I need good pajama pants. I have more fluffy pajama pants than I'd probably have jeans than any other pants.
Yeah, I can't do that.
For my last rotation of the Sun celebration, I got gifted a pair of Peter Alexander jammy pants.
Ooh.
You haven't ever worn pajama pants until you've worn Peter Alexander.
Peter Alexander.
It's like that
expensive brand.
Expensive pajama. Like they have the fancy pink shops.
I'm always like, I can get $5 jammy pants from Kmart.
Yeah.
They're comfortable as fuck, boy.
No?
Nah.
Okay.
You have not felt softness on your balls until you have felt Peter Alexander.
I don't know though. The Oodie tees, like the Oodie sleep
That's
tees.
not going to support your balls.
No. I'm talking
enough.
like as a nightie. Like
Just gotta wrap it around.
as a lady who sleeps in a nightie now. Oh my God. There's nothing like an oversized t-shirt made out of bamboo fiber.
Yeah.
So soft and breathable.
Welcome to Sleep Talk with
Sleep
Oh
talk.
my
Lucy
God.
and the producer.
Love
So
it.
nice.
Sleep talk.
Sleep talk.
Sleepy night.
Sleepy bye-byes. This is the sleep episode.
That's crazy.
At the end, I'll
So-
sing you a lullaby. At the end, Lucy will sing you a lullaby. All right, I'm going to turn my mic off now so we can stop tangenting. Bye.
Cool. Bye.
Yeah, so
That's wild. So he's obviously still alive.
I think so.
I
It
hope.
could be an Avril Lavigne situation.
Could be. Oh, he fell overboard and they're like, we need to replace it with someone else.
We don't need this on
Did
our
you know
record.
that there's morgues on cruise boats?
Is there?
Yeah.
I know there's
I mean, if people die
I
on
guess,
a boat,
yeah.
they need to store them somewhere. Maybe he
In
was
the freezer.
morgue. In the freezer, and that gets mixed up with the beef for dinner the next night.
with long pork.
Would you eat human? If it was offered to you crime free,
Okay,
would
if it was
you eat
offered to
human?
me, no. But
Oh.
if it was like a life and death situation,
Oh, so if you're in the wild, you would.
Yeah.
But if someone's like, here is the primest slice of human flesh, cooked to however you like your beef.
medium rare.
Yeah. Here it is. And you wouldn't eat that? Nery, I would eat either of you in an instant. If it was offered to me, consequence free, fucking done, eaten. I would eat human.
Look, I say no.
It's not like mad cow.
but I try everything once. So probably.
I would. I would.
Welcome to Cannibal Talk.
We went from sleep talk to cannibal talk real quick. Cannibals sleep too, you know.
Do
They eat people and sleep. That's all they do.
Yeah, eat, sleep,
repeat. Cool. Oh wow. So that's probably unlocked a new fear for me. Is ever leaving a hotel room in a vulnerable state and not having my key.
Yeah. I guess a hotel would be a little bit different because you could just. I guess you can't call, can you? You can't call. Yeah, go.
Everything stripped off you right now. I push you out my front door. What do you do?
Cry.
Just cry. You're like, I've never been naked since the day I was born. Help me.
I don't know. Yeah.
I have a shower in board shorts. Help me.
Shower in Portugal.
Oh, gee whiz.
I cut a hole in my underwear to have sex. No, that's not true.
That's some Mormon shit.
Yeah,
Sex or a sheet.
I do know that cruise ships have like infirmaries because I've been in one, but I didn't know they had morgues.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It must be in like the bottom deck. I would imagine.
Have to be.
Yeah,
Have to be.
far out.
But like, yeah, fun facts about cruise boats. They're not all sunshine, rainbows, and mojitos.
No, they're not.
Or Long Island iced teas.
They're
in
all
this
the
case.
trivia though. There's so much.
They
trivia
do
on a
like the
cruise ship.
trivia on a boat. Maybe that's what I need to do. I just need to go and
Yeah, you could travel
Get
for
on
like
a
a year,
boat.
for 6 months to a year, and do drag
on
trivia.
a cruise
Yeah.
boat.
Like you'd sleep in like the crew quarters. I know it's like
Well, that's not happening.
I want.
I
the
would
best.
have my own room. That's
But they
why
get
am I
paid.
paying a rent and living in a house?
They get paid pretty good.
I'm
I used to
selling
know
my shit
someone
and
who
living
worked
on a cruise boat.
Mm.
I want to go on a cruise.
You've never been on one?
I have. I just haven't for a while. That's my kind of holiday.
Yeah.
I don't want to go globe trotting and
Mm.
visit countries. I want to get on a boat, go from A back to A,
Yeah.
and just drink, enjoy,
Mm.
and except the open ocean freaks me out. So damned if I do.
I really like it. It's calming.
Oh.
We've been
Tell
on
that to Cthulhu and whatever else hides under the surface.
That's fair. Just don't piss it off.
So,
Mm.
that being said, we all survived the cruise boat. Gonna change it up a bit. You got the story.
Mm-hmm.
This week, I'm going to take the next segment.
Oh, shit.
Sparkle. So, I'm not going to give fun facts. I'm not going to give any facts. I'm going to give you a business opportunity.
Oh, God.
So,
I should let you know now that I'm poor as fuck.
same. So, hopefully we can get rich as fuck.
Okay.
So, hear me out. As two close to males, I'm like, what? As two fully ass grown men, we should open up our own tackle shop. Bait and tackle shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there more to that? Or is that the whole
I just
pitch?
think we should open our own bait and tackle shop. So think about the demographic of people who do attend or go to a bait and tackle shop. What do you first think of? Stinky fishermen.
Yeah, okay. What I first think of, I probably shouldn't say out loud. But the second one is fishermen.
Stinky fishermen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it'd be a super fun opportunity to reach that demographic of person. So it's in the title, really, a bait and tackle shop. So we would employ staff, obviously, to man the shop. We're not going to be on the floor.
No.
And the demographic of people wanting to buy bait and tackle things comes into the shop. Ding, the doors open. They walk in. Ding, the doors close. The doors don't reopen from the inside. Every staff member in the premises looks at the person who just walked in. And the goal is to get from the entrance of the shop to the exit of the shop without getting tackled.
Okay.
Consider yourself baited and tackled.
I mean, you sold this.
And
there's more.
it knocks that demographic of person down a few levels. I think that'd be super fun.
I think
Keeps
so.
people on the edge of their seats, you know? Could you fucking imagine? And let's be real. Let's break it down. Who wouldn't want a job where they get to just tackle people to the ground?
Amazing. As someone that works in retail, it's a dream.
Could you imagine?
I don't think we'd stay open very long, but
Listen, I think it would be super fun.
I'm sure it would break some code or violation or something.
That's true. That's true.
But we get like 3 days out of it.
We would until we got sued or something.
Yeah.
But I think...
You just get them to sign a waiver before they open the door. She's like, can you sign this, please? It just lets us know who you are. We'll add you to a mailing system.
Yeah.
And then they try to sue us. And it's like, bam, bitch, you signed
you signed a contract.
Like Disney.
Like
Disney. Yeah.
Like if it's labeled the official dumb bitch bait and tackle shop, they'd be like, dumb bitch, that's weird. I do need some bait. I do like getting some tackle. The English language. You can thank the English language for that.
Speaking of Disney, not to go on a tangent, but real quick, I read this thing this morning that said something must have happened to his wife in Disneyland.
Allergic reaction.
Was it an allergic reaction? But I read that he couldn't sue Disney, or they couldn't sue Disney.
Because he had Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's nuts.
Could you imagine?
Just another loophole in the old Disney train.
Producer.
Not even, from what I understand, not even because he has Disney Plus, because he did the 30-day trial.
Wow.
That's so fucked up.
So I don't even think he still had it. He just signed away his rights.
Jesus.
In the terms and conditions. Read the fucking terms and conditions, people.
You remember when iTunes was like a big, like really big thing? Like iTunes was the only place you could really get music. And everyone would be like, oh, the terms and conditions. It'd be so funny if people read through it. Probably own your soul or something. Like, now I reckon companies are just like, no one's reading this shit. Let's make sure they can't sue us, for example. Like, they're just going to add ridiculous things.
But the wild thing is, like, maybe 2 days, 3 days before that came out, I had just started watching Black Mirror.
Gross. Gross.
And I had seen, obviously, that first episode.
I've watched
with the signing away of the rights in the fucking terms and conditions of the streaming services.
With fucking, what's her name?
Salma Hayek. And Alexis.
And Alexis. So I've watched one episode of Black Mirror before that, and that was the first episode where the guy gets forced to fuck a pig. And I'm like,
I have not seen that one.
This isn't for me. It was the first episode of season 1. I'm like, this is not for me.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You must have.
Joan is Awful is the first episode of season 8.
You must have started on.
Did I start in season 8?
Yeah, I think
it's
you did.
backwards on Netflix.
Nobody told me it's backwards on fucking Netflix. Christ on a stick.
Read the numbers,
It
bitch.
doesn't matter. Like it's all.
No, it's all standalone
It's all
episodes
standalone.
anyway.
Still.
Because I did the same thing. I'm like, I don't want to see that. So I went to the end and started. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is like crazy. And then it gave me a crisis.
When you said Alexis is on the first episode, I was like, that doesn't
make any sense
to me. But sure, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
I probably just.
She's in the first episode of the
new
last season.
Yeah, fair.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Now I feel like a
'Cause I
dumb
know-
bitch.
I know-
Oh, God forbid.
I know Bryce Dallas Howard's in an episode. Apparently,
I
it's a
don't even know
fantastic.
who that is.
You know Ron Howard? You've seen Jurassic World? No.
I avoid it. It's got Chris Pratt in it.
Oh, yeah.
Crispy ratty
rat.
boy.
Right.
Crisp rat.
Crispy ratty
Remember when he
boy.
was like real, like everyone loved him for a second?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
A
the market
second.
just oversaturated.
And then
with
they
it.
Exactly.
realized what he was. And they're like, oh.
Oh.
Listen,
Ooh.
I can't believe that I love Jurassic Park for so long, and then
I'm going to use that as a
happened
new
to
Chimes.
it. Do it.
And one last thing.
Yes.
I know that I'm interrupting you things, but another facty thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why Black Mirror is called Black Mirror?
I don't want to know.
It's racist.
Why? Is it so sorry?
What happens when you
Get out of town.
look at your phone and you lock it?
The grossness.
You can
Get
see
out
yourself.
of town. I see my fingerprints on my third chin.
It becomes a black mirror because we're all constantly stuck on screens,
Gross.
tablets,
Preach to me,
TVs.
Black Mirror.
That's why.
That's clever. Well, there you
Clever.
go.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to turn the microphone off again so you guys can get back to it. Bye.
Bye. I love that. That's crazy. But so that's my business proposition for you, Nery. Nery and Lynn Bentley. What do you
in.
think?
I'm in.
You in?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm
But
in.
we have to hire like built people that can run.
security
Yeah.
guards.
But yeah. Just got to hire big fellas.
Beefy
And ladies.
beefy people.
Beefy people.
Beefy babies. Toddlers.
All that.
Fucking we will employ 10-year-olds.
Because it'll confuse them. Like, why are the kids here? And all of a
they
sudden swarm.
a swarm of a horde. No, a swarm of children.
And then get like a bunch of like dachshunds in there that are like don't trust anybody and start barking and just overwhelm the senses.
Everything's done, and we flick the lights on and off just to disorientate people.
People will start admitting to things they never.
And they just curl up in a ball and start screaming.
I did it. What did you do? Nothing. I did it.
I did whatever you want the answer to. All right. So, yeah, that's my business proposition for you and the listeners. If they want to, I'll start a like a
GoFundMe.
something like that.
Kickstarter.
A Kickstarter.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
We just put a camera. Put a camera in the business.
There's some sicko like there with his sock in hand and the lotion in the other is like, yeah, I'm gonna watch some people get tackled.
And if you give enough of a tip, you can choose what happens to the person afterwards.
Love it. Love it. Jesus Christ.
We're just trying to get rid of a few people, you know.
So I do have a new little segment situation to throw your way, and we'll do this each week at the end of our episodes.
Okay.
So this is a word of the week segment. Okay. People wrote in wanting more drag from us in this podcast because it's not drag heavy. And they're like, but Lucy, you're a drag queen. So I think the language...
I had no idea.
The language is probably the best way to start that.
Okay.
And then in a few episodes' time, I might do a whole drag episode. Maybe. We'll quiz you after you've got some knowledge.
Okay.
So, I will say the word and you tell me what you think it means.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I'm not down with any lingo.
You're not down with the hip kids.
I barely know English at this point.
That's true. It's true. All right. So this week's word of the week is... would you rather it in a sentence or just the word?
We'll do like a spelling bee. Give it to me in a word, and then if I need it in a sentence.
Iconic.
You just think of wrestling.
I do. I think of two Australian wrestlers.
Oh God.
They are quite annoying. But their tag team name were the Iconics, and the whole thing was blah blah. And then they would finish it, put their hands on their hips, look up, and be like, "Iconic!" That was their whole thing.
So what does it mean?
So what does it mean? It means something's like good, like really good, like top tier.
Yeah. So if I was to say, "Oh my God, she's iconic," it's like it's an icon.
Yeah.
It's a silly starter word for us, an easy one because I can guarantee it that it's going to get a lot fucking harder for you.
Yeah, I figured you start me easy.
But yeah, so iconic.
Yeah.
So this podcast is
Iconic.
Iconic.
Yeah, nice.
Is it?
I think so.
Is it iconic?
Yeah, I think I know what iconic means.
More iconic
But-
than two Aussie bitches.
Damn, you hate her.
I do hate them.
Yeah, I think mentally I know what iconic. I might not know how to explain it properly, which could happen a lot. I may know it mentally, but that's gonna happen a lot.
Wait till I throw some words at you that I'm like, it's this word, and you're like, well, that means this. Not in the drag word.
That's what I was worried about when you were like, "Hey, what's iconic mean?" I was like, "Oh, I think I know what it means," but I think it would mean completely different.
Yeah. So this word of the week is iconic. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Love it. Crazy. What a wild.
That's cool. I like this thing. I think it'll help people get on board more.
Get on board. Yeah. And then, like I said, in a few episodes' time, I'll do a whole drag episode for you
quiz.
guys.
Oh, okay.
A whole pop quiz as well. That's later. So let's get to our dumb bitches of the week.
Okay.
That's so fun.
Would you like to go first?
I shall. So we're going to alternate from our dumb bitch choices to a write-in. So next week we'll have a write-in. This week we'll have some dumb bitches. My dumb bitch for this week is the mayor from Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Mrs. Bellum, please come on through and call the Powerpuff Girls. He's just stupid. He shouldn't be running.
He's like a short old dude, right? Yeah.
He's like tiny.
He reminds me of Mel Brooks. If you know who Mel Brooks is.
I don't know who Mel Brooks is.
You ever watch he's a director, but he's been in movies as well. You watch Blazing Saddles?
I do know. Yeah,
he's the mayor. Yeah.
Oh, he does look like yeah, okay, that's the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a pretty straightforward dumb bitch. I think he's silly, his comic relief, and is meant to be the most like organized character in the show, but is not. And he calls like 5-year-old girls to come and fight his battles. It's weird.
To be fair, Zordon called.
Yeah, and he eats pickles.
Hands.
Wait, what?
He eats pickles.
How does he have fingerless hands? I gotta watch it.
No, they have fingerless hands.
Who does?
The Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, okay.
They're just stumps.
They just. Well, they were created in a lab, so I'm not surprised. The only thing I remember of the Powerpuff Girls is, I bet she's up there going, "I'm going to be the prettiest girl at the party," and then she's
I'm going to be the prettiest girl at the party. Powerpuff Girls was wild, honestly. Like,
I'm sure I watched more of it when I was young, but I don't remember much of it.
I think it's funny. I think it's very funny. Although I don't think it's aged very well.
Mm-hmm. How about when they tried to do that live action one?
Live action? Oh, yeah, they tried. And then they made a fourth Powerpuff Girl twice. So they made, in one of the episodes, the Powerpuff Girls made a Powerpuff Girl. And she was called, I don't remember what she was
Blossom,
called. Buttercup,
and
Bubbles.
Oh, Bubbles.
And then they made one who was not cutesy like them, and she had like missing teeth, and she was like, ugh. I think it was very inappropriate.
Okay.
What? It didn't make.
So it was Bart's brother. Remember that episode of The Simpsons?
Yeah. But yeah, they made their own sister. Oh God, this is all just derailed. They made their own sister, and she was kind of deformed in a really gross, unnice way. I can't remember what she was called, but Bunny. Okay. That's the one. And she blows herself up at the end of the episode.
Jesus.
No one wanted her.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she was like hunchbacked and missing teeth. And then later the show made a fourth Powerpuff Girl with dark skin and blue hair called Blissy. Bliss?
Okay.
Bliss.
She just looks like the girls, just with blue hair.
Yeah, but like I don't know why they, and she's like different proportion. She's like longer. I don't know why they needed to add another one. It's stupid.
But did they keep her on? Like, is she canon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so
I think for diversity reasons, by the looks of it.
Wide swing for a small drink of water. My dumb bitch is the mayor from Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
What about you? Who's your dumb bitch?
My dumb bitch. So I wrote this dumb bitch a while ago, and I just haven't used him yet.
Yep.
So my dumb bitch is, I know it off by heart, but I'm just going to check my notes anyway.
Just to check.
Because I want to get the name right. So, yeah, my dumb bitch is Oberyn Martell from Game of Thrones.
Oh my goodness. Fierce. I love that.
The producer didn't like that at all.
Pop.
Yeah, exactly.
Pop goes to his.
So, I tell you why. I get he's mad. I get he's angry. You know, you killed my sister, blah, blah, blah. It's his own, Inigo Montoya thing that he's got going on. But he had the mountain. Dead to rights. Kill him first. Put a knife through his face. A sword through his face. And then say you spill. He's going to hear you as much. Like, he doesn't need to hear your shit. Just kill him. It's his fault he died. I don't blame the mountain.
I mean, technically he did kill the mountain.
Yeah, but
yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, you know the mountain is the biggest, baddest, beefiest fucker on the planet.
Yeah.
At least in your neighborhood.
That's true.
Don't fucking boast that you've already killed him when you haven't killed him.
When you said my dumb bitch is from Game of Thrones, I'm like, oh, which one? That's not where I thought you would have went, because I thought people respect that a bit more.
Look.
But there's another place for that.
Look, I really like Pedro Pascal. It's nothing against him. I think he's a great actor. But that character is dumb as shit. For that moment.
Dumb babies.
Like, kill him first. Like, make sure, double tap, rule, whatever it is in Zombieland.
Yeah.
Double tap that fool. And then be like, you killed my sister, her children, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And then popped like a watermelon.
Oh my God. That was sweet though. When he broke all his teeth and then...
Look, I've recently watched that, and like the mountain punches his teeth out and they all rattle along the ground. Yeah. I'm like, I would be there being like, all I want are teeth.
That's fair.
Can I ask our listeners to send me their teeth? Like, is that
I
legal?
don't see why I wouldn't.
I want human teeth.
If we get a PO box or something.
Yeah. Keep that in mind, everyone. If you have your baby teeth or like your grown up teeth, or if you just want a reason to pull your teeth out, I'll take them. Or if you come to me, I can remove them for you. I'm a trained dentist.
I believe it. I'm
a medical professional. I have Word. I can type up an official document.
Sure, just get a letterhead. Yeah. And make it look in cursive and you're fine. Make it look like old and shit.
Yeah.
This has come from the University of blah, blah, blah.
University of... I don't know.
University of Nery. There isn't one. Exactly.
University of University. Tooth Fairy University.
Andy strikes again.
Andy strikes again. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. So, Oberyn Martell and the mayor from Powerpuff Girls.
Couldn't be more similar.
Same thing, but different. Well... It's fun to be back.
It is. I mean, to our listeners, we're just another weekend.
It's just another weekend.
I feel like we haven't done this in ages.
Don't give them a complex.
That's true.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
Thank you.
Let us know why you think the chicken crossed the road.